Short and sweet. Good morning, or no, it's not morning. It's like 2 in the afternoon. It's 2 in the afternoon on Sunday. I am JJW, and well, during the week I might be one of your two dads, but on Sunday afternoons I'm a Lone Star dad, and I'm here to draw. I'm gonna draw some stuff. I worked. I found a little bit of time the other day, and I worked on a piece that I was working on here in the show last week, and I'm pretty much, I mean, you're never really like satisfied, but I'm like, yeah, pretty much satisfied with the inks. And I started experimenting with the automatic colorization process in Clip Studio. I don't really know how it works. I'm not a very good colorist. Uh, like I spend zero time trying to think about how to colorize things. So I thought I would wrap up the man thing piece today by trying to throw some color on it. I think I've learned one thing about that colorization process, which is that it just makes things darker and darker and darker. So if I put too much dark color into it, it just gets muddy. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Some other things that I'm thinking about and wondering about. Obviously, it is Sunday. It is just before the election, and there's all kinds of things are changing. The poor Democrats are about to encounter a red wave, I guess. I don't know. Maybe that'll happen. Maybe it won't. Not sure. I do know that on Tuesday evening, I'm going to have a watch party, and it's going to be me and you if you show up. I don't know how many people will be here. I'm going to watch the returns come in between like 7:38, whatever in the night, and then for an hour or two. My wife will show up eventually when she gets home from tutoring. So we'll see. We'll probably see some elections turn in, some not. I don't know. So we'll see. So what's all this yapping? Come on, JJ. Let's see the thing that we showed up for, the title. All right, let's colorize man thing. This is the see if I go down here. No, how about down here? Put me down in the corner. Yeah, all right. Could put our frame up. Bloop. There we go. Got our frame up. So this is the man thing piece I was working on last. So lesson learned, right? I intended to create a time lapse video of this. Forgot to turn on the time lapse setting when I started the file. Should have done that because that would have been kind of interesting to see how I kind of went back in and cleaned it up a couple times. So we have the man thing in a swamp, surrounded by the silhouettes of dark trees and a I don't know, former former human being over here. I see a spot here. I need to black this in right here. See that right there? I'll black that in. Am I on the right layer? And bloop. Didn't color it in. Why didn't it color it in? So strange. Clip Studios got the rolling circle of work. Let's do it with this. Got my pen. Is my pen gonna work? No, it's not. Tablet off. Tablet on. There we go. Let's black that in right there. There's a tree. A tree behind this guy. So it wouldn't be white back there, it would be black. So automatic colorization. So first of all, of what you can see, we have a layer tool on the left, and we have, this is called the navigator on the right, where you can kind of see what I thought I could move this thing. You can see a mini view of the view, get a little viewport here. You can see the whole picture right up here. And here we have a photo of a swamp for reference. Okay. And what I did was I went in with the a new raster layer, a new color layer, and I dropped in a bunch of color. And you can see I kind of like just slapped in some color and splotched some stuff in. And then because I was testing the AI color fill tool, and then I added the AI color fill and bloop. It looks like this. Not not the best in my opinion. It just makes it dark, 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 dark. It kind of gets some of the mood I'm after, but it doesn't have any of the. It doesn't have as much of the variance in terms of contrast. It just is super dark, and I don't like the color effects. Kind of that I used here. So, but that does give you an idea, roughly, of kind of what I was after. I could, color all of this by hand, but I am interested in using the color AI tool. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try again a second time. We have a new raster layer that is underneath the ink layer. The ink layer is monochrome black and white, and it's kind of set as a reference layer. And when I first ran this AI paint fill or color fill on this thing, it on its own kind of determined that this was going to be orange. I never colored this orange, and it did that on its own. It was kind of neat. It was kind of cool. So we'll see what happens this time. I know that the palette for the back needs to be kind of this bluish, little bluish colors down here, as in the swamp as well. And the swamp needs to be brighter, kind of here in the middle, and darker towards the edges. And the figure needs to be kind of a glowing a fire, not unlike this. And then light should seem to emanate from him outward towards the swamp thing, casting some shadows, perhaps. So, oh boy, I might have to do this in a couple of different layers. I don't know, because I also want to add in some additional kind of differently colored trees in the background. Let's see if I have another image of. I do not have another image of the swamp. Well, that's what we'll start with this. So my first hypothesis is that the colors need to start pretty bright, and then you can multiply over them and darken them down. But they need to be fairly bright to start with. Make sure I'm on the right layer. I am not, so I need to be on the right layer. And so I'm going to start with this kind of blue color for the background, right? And as long as you are holding it down, it'll fill in white zones, white areas where your paintbrush moves over, or your bucket fill tool moves over. And it uses this as it's currently set up to fill using a reference layer. So it's using the monochrome black and white raster currently on the layer I am on, and also it is using the monochrome layer I wonder if I could do this without having any black and white on here at all, or if it would spill completely. I don't know. For the first pass at this, I'm just going to try to fill this in. You can always just try again, right? It's only digital. It's not real art. Now for the swamp thing, I'm going to start with this like pretty vivid green color. Ooh, too much. Even for me, that's too much. So we'll go with this. Try this color. Oh, even that is just too much. Oh, that's looking like you're just making a big mess there. Yeah, I know. I know it looks like that here. You can. This is our first pass. This is our first attempt. We're gonna see how good we can get it. Or not good, maybe. I don't know. So I'm gonna choose a color to be his blue jeans. That is a lot darker than the mud. So this is, I guess, this is kind of like color separation, right? Color, a little bit of color separation. I mean, if you were really doing color separation, you'd be building these zones out so that they wouldn't have any crossover or whatever. But I'm just trying to give the AI a. I think it's AI. I think that's what it says. It's definitely assisted. I'm just trying to give it some ideas of what's kind of supposed to be there. I'm going to color this shirt an orange color. It's a shirt that is there, and then we have his body. Oop, I think I just colored the black layer in there. Undo. Oh, I did it again. I'm going to give his kind of remaining fiber tissues here kind of a red color. Got a little bit of that here. Here. And then get the Swamp Thing's face here. Not Swamp Thing. Man Thing. Man Thing. The eyes of the Man Thing are red. And we're going to color this mantle thing a little differently. What this thing is supposed to be, but it's going to be slightly yellow. I think it's starting to rain. And we are going to actually color Skull white. Can't see it, but I am definitely coloring it white, as well as this bone, that collarbone. And then I think maybe like there's bones right in here. So we'll just make sure we got some white in there. And I'm going to go vivid yellow with the fire. All right. Let's see what we get. So here we go. Clip Studio Paint. This is the first pass that you've seen anyway. I'm going to go down here to settings. No, edit. And we're going to go to colorize. I don't colorize all. Not too bad. What happens if I do it again? Probably nothing. Yeah, I got super dark. Okay, so there's a little bit more blue in this water than I kind of want. The swamp thing, the man thing itself doesn't really look that bad, but it doesn't have uh, all of the, I don't know, color gradient depth or whatever that I would kind of want to see. So let's see what it looks like without the black layer and without the base layer. And you can see this is what the AI generated. It generated this kind of like multiplication layer that's a little wacky. So I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to delete that. Go back to our base layer. So let's start blocking in some color of our own. I wonder if it just acts different if there's not all the black in there. Let's try a new layer that is a raster layer color. We'll just start all over. Now this time we're going to do this on top of, in front or whatever. And then we'll just see what happens. You know what? I think maybe I'll do the background differently than the man thing. Let's just do the man thing. Maybe if we break it into a couple of different layers, it'll work better. And I'm going to grab reference color from the man thing reference photo I have. And I'm going to go with this one. So I'm going to color pick right off of here. And we are on the raster layer. I think I'm going to do his vines first. Let's pick that color. All right, so he has these kind of, ooh, that's ugly. Go more vivid than that. Let's go a little bit here, a little bit here. So I have my monochrome layer beneath the color layer at the moment so that I can see if there's any white spots that I miss. Should have done that a little bit better. That's too much. Okay. Now let's pick that base color. And we'll do definitely this kind of like back, his forehead. Let's move the reference layer up just so we can see what's going. Oop, what happened? Oh, I'm on the wrong. Yeah, there we go. Do have to be careful not to hit the ink with the color fill, or it creates a totally green version of the monochrome layer. Hey, hello, Magus HL. I'm gonna put you in here and see if you have anything to say. Don't know if you do or not, but thank you for tuning in whilst I figure out if I can color the man thing or not. Maybe you didn't mean to jump in here. I should let you say something to me on Discord. I don't want to. I don't want to embarrass you or anything. So, oop, wrong button, wrong machine. Here we go. Oh, I think I just hit the ink layer again. Just watching. Oh, he's in another call. Cool. All right. Well, I'm just trying to see if I can get the AI generated art fill to work in a way that is satisfactory, or if I have to actually color this thing myself. So this is me doing basically color separation for the AI color fill tool. I'm kind of telling it this man thing you don't recognize, computer, is mostly green. So after I do this, it'll maybe kind of be well enough informed to color this thing. Oop, mistake. Here we go. Let's pick out a different color for the vegetation that is growing on top of him. I'll just go in and do this in pen. Oh, maybe I'll do it with the fill bucket tool. I think all in all, I've spent 2 broadcast hours on this picture and maybe another hour or two off camera, just whenever I had time that my wife wasn't talking to me or my kids weren't playing with me or something like that. I spent about an hour yesterday just kind of, oh, please don't hit the ink layer. Okay. About an hour yesterday doing this, uh, doing 2 or 3 passes at the color tool because I didn't really know how the AI color tool worked at all. And now I kind of have an idea of how it works, but I don't know that it'll have great results. I just want to get these flats in here. I think HL does some color manipulation stuff on. I've seen him post in our server a couple of images that he's touched up. So I think that he's kind of into that. Just gonna call this grass. I think that's all the vegetation growth I have. See a couple of spots over here I need to fix. Is it the same color? It doesn't even look like the same color. Is there a color history, like a recent? Oh, yeah, there we go. That's what we want. And this dark green vine color, need that here. Let's see. Let's pick the skin color, but we'll go darker. Might actually go up in. Hmm. Let's get that vicious red eye. So now I think we can go in and maybe do some blocking. Hmm. Oh, made a mistake. Hmm, it's not too bad. Let's see. Let's see what we get. We're gonna fill. Nope. 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 That's wrong. Fill. No. Yet. Colorize. Hmm. That is hideous. Hideous. I wonder though if one of the prior still might be good for color separation purposes to kind of pick the man thing out separately. Or I might end up having to just hand paint the whole thing. Let's put the burning skeleton on the same separation. I want this to be a little bit more brown. I'm gonna go. Mm, I'm gonna do a different layer for the background. Can always merge them down if I want. Oh, I converted this. Convert layer color. All right. Oh, it's leaking out of that corner right there. It's riveting, I'm sure. This is going to let me do at least one thing that I wanted to, which is to create some more depth in the um, backwoods of this swamp. And to do that, I'm going to draw trees that are not fully silhouetted. I think I hit the ink layer again. Oh, come on. Oh no, I think I hit the ink layer again. You can tell because right over here, it's about to go like super blue at the top. Yeah, right there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay. Now I'm going to pick out a blue that is almost black, but not quite black. And see, try to make the forest deeper. Come on, clip. Back to wait, what layer am I on? Oh, look at that. That looks dope. Oh man. If I had done the inks of Swamp Thing in like a green and had them separate from the blacks of the background, that would have been cool. So we have our Swamp Thing, we have our swamp more or less. Let's get some color on that shirt, on those jeans. Oh, I think I'm painting swamp on the swamp thing layer. I mean the man thing layer. Whoops. It's about time for my kids to get up. And I am just not overwhelmed with the AI stuff yet. Maybe it'll be better than I think it will be. Okay, so let's run it on. Let's run it on the swamp thing layer. I mean, on the swamp layer. Mm-mm. No, I don't like that. There was another option here. Can set one reference from main lines. Oh, I have this set as a reference layer. And I have that. All right. And that's not too bad. That's not too bad for the swamp layer. Oh, it's a hot. It's too hot. Oh, let me move it down. It's a little bit stained glass window at the top. It's obviously lacking some murkiness at the bottom. Oh, not too bad. That's pretty. What do you think? It's kind of vivid. Needs some needs some extra work around the edges. Maybe the skyline get cleaned up a little bit. It's like it. I don't know what it did with my silhouettes. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it really just got confused with my. Oh, oh, yeah. It kind of does better than this. And that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. It's not perfect by any means, but it's kind of cool. I see an error in my paint from earlier. All right, I think I'm gonna go get my kids, but I don't know. I'm not in love with the overall effect, but I've seen worse for sure. Some of the worst was like down there. The the color separation works okay. It kind of keeps the blues and greens and reds apart pretty well, but then it kind of like made the glow of the fire work a little bit better. Anyway, all right, that's all I got now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for our news show. Be sure to tune in on hey Manuel. New champs? No, I have no idea what's going on in Contest of Champions. I did Manuel, you wouldn't see this because you don't hang out on our Discord server, and even on the Discord server, I don't think too many people see it. But let me get it. Let me see if I got it. If I have the post that I made. I think it was down here actually. Yeah. So I've been playing this game, Manuel. I don't know if you're here. I've been playing this game called Marvel Snap, and I have an Android Samsung Galaxy on Android Samsung Galaxy Contest of Champions on average for the last 32 weeks. So that's like 8 months or something, has averaged trending down between 67,000 and 51,000 daily users. Now, Contest of Champions used to have 100,000 daily users. It used to have 200,000. It had like 174,000 daily users on only on Android, which is only 23% of the market. So if you scale this up, this is for, if you average it up and assume that people that have iPhones are playing the game as often or about that as much as people that have Samsung Android phones, then the whole market of daily users for Contest of Champions would be about maybe 200,000 people, of which a fraction of which are paying $10 a month for the sigil and the various revenue streams. So what we have here is an indicator of overall decline of Contest of Champions, so that the whole population is probably close to 200,000. But if you check out Marvel Snap, which has only been public for like, I don't know, a couple of weeks, it's been maybe in, is this even showing? Let me make sure that you can see this. Yeah, you can see it. So this has only been out for a couple of weeks. Marvel Snap, 176,000 users this week. A silly little 3-minute card game, which is actually pretty fun, has got 3 times as many daily active users on Samsung Galaxy. So it's not, this is not necessarily representative of the entire mobile market, but it has 3 times as many daily players as Marvel Contest of Champions. So my message here is that it's very likely that Contest of Champions is riding the decline, man. And you already know it's true. The game has not changed significantly in years. They add new modes, they add new stuff, they add a monetization layer for a subscription to kind of keep their monthly revenues in. But they have for the last 2 years, the champions that get released they're not fan favorites. There's nothing that anybody is like clamoring for. They are obviously a marketing arm of the Marvel movie studios. And people have been kind of like drifting out of the game. It is not healthy. It's not a healthy, it's not healthy and growing. It is okay and shrinking. It's a shrinking game. So if it continues on this decline we'll say last year, this was probably 75,000 daily users. I'm sure I have screenshots from last year sometime. Last year around this time, this is probably around 75,000 users. If it continues at 25,000 losses a year, this game won't exist in 2 years. That's 25,000 Samsung. So, extrapolate, divide by 0.23, you can get the whole market. But I'm predicting that that this game doesn't have 3 years left, and it's it to exist, and that's substantiated by Transformers canceled, Disney Mirrorverse. I've never even seen an ad for that. Battle Realm canceled, shuttered. Right? Contest of Champions, Summoner Showdown used to be a travel event. Then it was an online event, like in the game, and now it doesn't exist. They canceled it for this year. New York City Comic Con for 2022, the first time ever, Contest of Champions did not go to New York City Comic Con. So, that's 5 pieces of evidence that tell you that this is about constraining expenses and keeping this revenue stream going as long as possible. And as soon as it drops below sustainability, gone. So the outlook is grim for Contest of Champions, but Snap is super fun. I can play that in 5 minutes while my kids aren't looking or whatever. It takes no time at all. It's easy to learn. It's fun. It's colorful, and there's no political hostility from dealing with like all kinds of users trying to get in organizations or any of that management. There's no community interaction other than you battle against other people. And when you battle against other people, it's a live fight. They do something, you do something, you actually are like, hi, I outsmarted you and I got you. It's a lot of fun. So, now, is it going to hold at 176? No, people get a new game and they're like, oh, cool. And then it drops off. So this will probably drop off to like 100,000, and then it'll shrink and bump. It may go up or whatever. But this is the immediate comparison right now. I don't think I have Strike Force available on my phone to do a an analysis of like a heads up comparison. But that's what I think about Contest of Champions right now. I think it's like, you're just riding out the decline. It might last 2 more years, but I can't imagine that it'll go much longer than that. So hopefully you got your answer there, Manuel. And tomorrow we'll have our regular news show. On Tuesday we'll have a new show, and then Tuesday night we're going to have a watch party. So I'm going to work up some bingo cards. We'll have bingo cards for the election returns. Might do some drinking. We'll see what happens. I don't know, but tune in and we'll see what you think. So this is the color version. And go back. This is the black and whites. If you join our Discord server, I'll drop the high res image in. I think I already have drop the high res image of this that I drew in there. So if you want to take a crack at coloring this yourself, please be my guest, because I am not a colorist. But that's it for Man Thing. We'll do some other character next week. One thing I was gonna do, I need to do, I haven't done yet, is this. I haven't told you guys about my giant size 2-fisted manly tails. I've been trying to get this setup working where you would get like a good, let me swap my screens. Bloop. Here we go. I've been trying to get my setup working so that I could show books off or whatever. I'm not exactly happy with this. It's obviously kind of got an angle and it's not out far enough, but you can see I got a phone right there in the display. So I got giant size manly tails. I got this like a couple weeks ago. Let me unplug my tablet before it does something crazy to my picture. I got this a couple weeks ago and I really wanted to like tell you guys about it. This is a cool book. I did an opening video, but then I didn't publish it. I kind of went through. This is printed in the USA. It's by Graham Nolan. It's an anthology piece. There are so many awesome people in here. We have a Michael Golden cover. We have Mike Barron's stories. We got Chuck Dixon stories in here. There's like a barbarian story. We got a we got a story of this fighter pilot by Bo Smith and Tim Rosen. Not a fighter pilot, like an Alaskan bush pilot. We got a Kevin Grivoy. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your name, but this is the guy from Underworld. We got a Kevin Griveau, like barbarian type. No, werewolf story in here. It's a big anthology piece. We got a truck driver story by Graham Nolan. We got I think maybe this is another kind of truck driver story. Got one by Chuck Dixon here. It's like a space mining story of a small crew. It's pretty cool. It's an awesome little hardcover book. I picked this up. I think I got it on the Indiegogo version, and it came with a bunch of other cool stuff. Let me see if I can get this stuff out of here. These things always, I mean, when you buy crowdfunded comics, a lot of times you get like stuff that you would never get in the comic book shop, like, because I mean these are like extra tchotchkes that you can't stock and store or whatever. So it comes with a pinup of The Ghosts of Matacumba Key, which is the next Graham Nolan book. I've already got that ordered twice. I got 2 different covers ordered for that. It comes with this cool Two-Fisted Manly Tales bookmark. You can see it's got like it's got like 2 boxer dudes punching it out right there. It's pretty awesome. Comes with a Compass Comics sticker. You can stick that on your computer, I guess. I don't do that stuff. There is a trading card of a guy getting his teeth knocked out, and it says Two-Fisted Manly Tales on the back. So a lot of these books come with trading cards, and I've got an entire trading card book right here behind me that I stack that stuff in. I might pull that out in just a second, and then we'll be done. So it comes with this Compass Comics man card. Comes with an official man card. That is cool. The undersigned agrees to do the right things at all times, protect women and children, stand up and be counted, and kick ass when necessary. Man card. And then there's a giant size Two-Fisted Tales man. So this book came with all of this cool stuff. Man card. I actually have a man card. And one of those stories in there is by Kelsey Shannon. Kelsey Shannon did the art for Nexus Triplets, as well as Splato Comics. This is your boy Zach on YouTube. I think it says Diversity in Comics. Richard Meyer is your boy Zach. So Kelsey Shannon, I believe, did the art for Pandemic. No, I'm sorry. He didn't do Pandemic. He did the Ballad of No. The Ballad of No is pretty cool. So Kelsey Shannon, I got another Kelsey Shannon book coming soon. They should be delivering that. That's the Nora's Saga. Very excited for that. The other one is in my bag, and I haven't got that out yet. But I got Inglorious Rex and Starlight Cats in, but I haven't pulled those out yet. So, I was doing like art videos and opening videos and stuff. I don't even really know if people even watch those. But let me pull my. So this is my Cyberfrog binder. I'm gonna close this. Bloop. Don't slide. This is my Cyberfrog binder, and inside there are posters. Like, I'm not hanging posters in my house, so I put these in here in like document things. But I have trading cards from the Expendables book that I got. This Expendables book was just so good. Also by Splato Comics, which is Diversity in Comics. This is my deck of Cyberfrog cards from warts and all. This is my poster for No, the Ballad of No. This is some Narzac stuff. So a lot of these campaigns, I mean, look at all these campaigns I've filled. A lot of these campaigns come with trading cards. So I tend to take the trading cards and stick them in there. Here come my girls. Come here, girls. And that way I can kind of like keep up with this stuff. So I'll put my man card right in the middle. I don't know. I don't know what to do with the stickers. So I'll just put them in there for now. Guys, go buy comic books. Support artists, support creators. Without you, they won't make them anymore. So go to your local comic book store and find something indie published, or check it. Go to Indiegogo and just look at some indie comics campaigns and find some awesome stuff that is that's out there. I think that Inglorious Inglorious Rex is not open. Let's see what's up there. Okay. So we've got Explore, Comics. I honestly don't know what some of these are. This one's only got a couple grand. $500,000. Enemies of Self. Oh, this is the one. I think Mike S. Miller's drawn this. Not sure if he is or not. We have She Sakura graphic novel. This is by Billy Tucci. That's worth checking out. There's 3 days left on Fiendish Chapter 2. I got Fiendish. It's pretty good. Okay, I gotta go. I'll see you guys later. Bye, everybody.